Basketball fans, welcome back. So this is going to be a different video. As you can see me. So I'll just be popping up and make such videos of this nature. And in this one, it's just going to be very different from the videos I've been making. So about a week ago, we saw the BAL, the Kalari conference. I can say it was good. It was a very good experience, especially just covering the BAL. But there are a few things and a few minor details that I may have left out in the videos that I made. I know I went in depth statistically. This is not going to be a statistics video because I've already talked about the game and how it looks like statistically. So in this video, I'll just be looking at things that can make the BAL much more vibrant, and also give some facts that are there that people must understand, especially when it comes to managing expectations in African basketball. So the Kalari conference, we have the BAL. They set up everything. They had their coaching clinics, they had the player clinics, they had the for ladies, all that. But one thing that I saw that was evident was, and people have a tendency of ignoring this, is the BAL is an NBA it's a subsidiary of the NBA, the BAL. So the NBA is a massively rich league that is covering, they're not even covering, but the NBA is American based. And from the BAL, we have the WNBA, we have the NBA 2K League, we have the NBA G League, and in this case, we have the BAL. So what I've seen with the BAL in the past 4 seasons that they've had, I know season 4 is underway, but in the past seasons that I've seen the BAL operating, they're using the American concept. They're using American methods and tactics to tap into the African audience. And not even recently, but through the years, there's been a push to make African basketball a staple to Africans. And I must say it's not something that is being accepted quickly, because we have seen a couple of things that the BAL are trying to do. You have seen the NBA Celebro. They're trying to bring in people from the NBA to come in. I saw Mark J. Spears there, senior writer. We saw Ian Mahinmi. We saw him there. He's not an NBA legend as they are trying to put him up there, but he was, he played with the Dallas Mavericks and got carried by Dirk Nowitzki to win the championship in 2011 by the Dallas Mavericks. But that's just a side note. So you're seeing like they're trying to tailor the BL to the African audience, but how they're going about it, they're using the American way of doing it, but they have not understood the African market, what it desires and what it wants. And I honestly feel this is the reason as to why Africans are not connecting with the BAL like that. And number one, I think people have a tendency to ignore this part, but when the season 1 of the BAL kicked off, we saw an attempt to raise clout for the BAL. When we saw the BAL do a very outrageous thing by bringing in J. Cole. They brought in J. Cole, Jermaine Cole, who's a rapper from the US, and they brought him into the league, trying to get some clout. And people did not like that at all, because it kind of watered down the integrity of the game. Even I made sure to cover it when it happened at the time. And honestly, if you ask me, that's one thing that I really think put people, and it rubbed people the wrong way. Because when you have somebody like Jermaine Cole, when he had 15 million followers, and if his 15 million followers saw him play the way he played in the BAL, alarms quickly went off in their heads. You're like, so the BAL is not a professional league, so they can let anyone play there. And I've seen, the loss of respect at the time has just continued, because every single year the BAL tried to make some changes, and it's skewed towards like favoring the Americans who are joining and not looking at the Africans. Even in the post-game pressers, they have a tendency to treat these Americans like royalty. They try to show them that, we're on top of you. We know we know everything about basketball. But the difference is, the BAL, they're trying to tap into the African audience, but not the American audience. The Americans already have the NBA, so they don't even have to watch the BAL like that. And there's been a surge of like NBA rejects coming to play in the BAL. I know they're trying to like get like, you know, people to play, but that is not an efficient way to go about it. But with those things put in place there, we've also seen a situation where there's so much NBA merchandise that fans have in a BL game. We're seeing a lot of NBA singlets. I saw in a game people sitting courtside, they have, you know, Warriors jersey, Lakers jersey, but I didn't see anyone who had a Petro de Luanda jersey. I did not see anybody who had a Cape Town Tigers jersey. I did not see anyone who had a FUS Rabat, the FUS de Rabat jersey, none of them. Even t-shirts, even like t-shirts with flags on them, like to show even the logos of the teams are not there. And I must ask and the question I kept asking myself is, why don't they want even the logos of the teams to be there, even on the kit? I know Dynamo had their issue, they wanted like their kit to be there, but it's the 4th season. The BA must find a way to incorporate like teams' jerseys to have logos or patches of their logos of the team, because those teams have their own logos. And one thing that I've seen from season 1 to even season 4 currently that is going on, I've seen teams just play with like jerseys, they all look the same. I'm not advocating for them to play with their own home jerseys, but the teams have jerseys with the same font, with the same name. Sometimes even if you're watching the game, you can't even be able to differentiate between who's playing, because the jerseys, if it's black, white, or yellow, or if it's black or white, because the majority of them play black or white, you're seeing like the names sometimes appear to look the same for different teams. Let's say, for example, if I saw a game again, if I saw FUS de Rabat versus Cape Town Tigers, if you watch this game and you go watch the next game, if they are playing 2 different games, you might think that it's the same team that is playing. And that's one thing that I don't like. And I know they have like all the sponsors, but in those jerseys, in season 5, they must look for a way to incorporate those logos for the teams there. I know I've said a lot of that, and honestly, I don't get the reason as to why they don't add that there. I know they're trying to market, you know, the BAL, but not having the team logo being there, it's actually not good for marketing and advertisements. Because as much as you're trying to advertise the league, you also have to make sure that the team is also branded appropriately. It's the same case that goes for in the NBA. You're seeing even the Lakers, they have like the Lakers logo there. They have the L there. Even the Nuggets when they play, the Warriors when they play, you're seeing the patch of the team there. But every single time you see a BL team, you're not even seeing like their logo there. You're just seeing, you know, Visit Rwanda, New Fortress, the name and the number of the player on the back. You're seeing the name of the team with the same font everywhere. So that's one thing that I really find is very disappointing. It's their 4th season and they've not even done anything to change that. So, and I feel like the African fan base, even the African nation, like in the continent, does not look at the BL they don't look at it with that much zest or that much eagerness as the way they wait for like an NBA game. Let's take the case of like the NBA. There are more Africans watching the NBA than the BAL. The BL, I feel like they have failed in marketing. They don't put on ads. They wait until a whole year. Sometimes they feel like they operate like my own local-based federation in Kenya, because they don't do marketing. They don't even have billboards. They have not even reached countries. Okay, let's say, for example, you know, the BAL is in Cape Town. This time they're not active. They should be moving to other nations. They should be investing in, you know, a marketing team to go to every single nation to market the BAL. They have not come to Kenya to market the BAL. They have gone to Tanzania, Uganda. The teams that are already there, the nation that we want the market to watch, they're not doing that. They're not investing in good content creators on the internet who have an African audience. They're not looking at that. Every single time you make a video, they claim it. They don't want to, even create like a platform where people can be able to use their content to market, because you're trying to market it to the African audience. They're not doing that, and I feel like they have failed at that point. So these are just things that I saw, and they rubbed me off the wrong way, because if you're not putting this sport to reach the African audience, then who are you putting it out for? Because Americans are not watching the BAL. Africans will watch the NBA, but Americans will not watch the BL or anything African related. So if you're not going to look towards appealing to the African audience, then who are you going to appeal to break even? Remember, Africa as a continent has about 1.4 billion people. If you're not going to be able to like market it to those people, despite all the challenges Africa has, then who do you expect to watch the BL? I know you have tried with incorporating 4 venues, but there's a lot of things you can do. Invest in billboards, invest in marketing, invest in content creators that can help you, like yours truly included. For the past 4 years, I've been covering the BAL. I have been covering the BAL. It's evident on my YouTube channel. If you search for BAL content on my channel, you'll see. I have a playlist that has it. All I'm just saying is the BAL are failing in terms of reaching a lot of new audience, even the casuals. They're seeing teams gear up to play Rotobal, but it's not hyped enough. It's supposed to be as prestigious as you want, as the product itself. You're focusing on the sport, but you're not focusing on business and entertainment. As much as you're trying to make basketball a thing, you need to understand the African audience first. Don't use American tactics to grab the African audience, because it's not going to work. The way we operate is so different from how Americans operate. Try to market yourself to the African continent. Try to sell your merchandise in all 54 nations in the continent. Don't focus on only 4, because majority of the time there's favoritism. You're only seeing them focusing on Rwanda, Egypt, Senegal. That's it. And right now it's South Africa. Only 4. Out of 54 countries, there are 50 other countries left. You have Kenya, you have Cameroon, you have Nigeria, you have other countries, Libya was on the way, Morocco. All of them are there. But you're not finding a way to even include even the nations that don't even have teams in the BAL. How can you get them to watch the BAL? Even, let's say, for example, I'm a Kenyan. I do not have any team in the BAL. How do you get the casual to be able to watch the BAL? That's the question that they need to sit down in their board meeting and ask themselves. Do we need to invest billions in marketing? Yes. Do you need to put up billboards? Yes. Do you need to pay for ad slots? Yes. Go to local media. Try to tap in with the local media. Try to make sure that people understand that this league is ongoing, because majority of the time you're going on live on your channel, but nobody knows that this league is going on unless other people post it. There are not many Instagram accounts posting BAL content. Even the accountable outside of the BAL, there's no other one that is posting BAL content. What? Africa Basket, they don't do any marketing. FIBA don't even do marketing. Nothing. If it weren't for this channel that I put everything together and tell every single story going on in the BAL, people won't know. People will not even know. People will never know about it. So the thing is, if you people, the BAL fraternity, do not understand that you need to market this thing to 54 countries so that everybody can invest in it, and also you can be able to tap into the fan base and also try to find innovative ways to match markets. Africa is very diverse. The way you're going to market to a Kenyan is going to be very different from the way you market to a Namibian, or somebody from Egypt, somebody from Senegal, somebody from Mauritania, Morocco, Niger, Chad, South Sudan, Tanzania, Mozambique. You have to try to find a way to tap into those audiences differently and be diverse, and also try to even sell your merchandise outside of the BL contest. The only time you can get BAL merchandise is when the BL is ongoing. There's no BL store. You're supposed to even create like a BL store for people to be able to shop. Create offices in every single country in the continent. and have a marketing team that markets this sport to everybody. That is how you reach an audience. So those are things that I didn't mention in my video, and I just wanted to say that those are things that I have been thinking about, and I feel like if those changes are made, we can be able to like get to some point where you can say the BL is reaching every single corner of the African continent, because the BL is Basketball Africa League. Africa. You have to understand it's Africa, not American. Even if it's owned by an American company, you're marketing it to the African audience. So you have to understand, you have to tap into the African audience. So that's one thing that you must understand. So I didn't want to say much on that one, but yeah, man, hopefully the BL are able to figure out a way to be able to reach as many Africans as possible, because at this point, there's just been a plateau. Season 1, they make changes to the league, but they're not making changes to the business side of the BAL and the entertainment side of the BAL. The BL is yet to turn over a profit. You're not seeing contracts being shared you're not seeing contracts. You're not seeing transparency in terms of how players are earning. And the league is too short. 10 days for every single conference, then 7 days for the playoffs. Barely a month. So there's so much inactivity. Let's say it's going to end in June. No, we have to wait until Rotubal again. You have to wait until March next year. So they need to find a way to have continuity on it. It's supposed to be a league in itself. As much as you're waiting to see the champions being there, you have to find an innovative way to add more games, make it long, and not be a one-off series like in the playoffs. It's just one round knockout. You need to find a way to even add more games. I know the resources are there. As much as you're not making a profit, the NBA is a massively rich league that can be able to fund the BAL to start with. But the inability of the BL to be able to tap into the African audience is the reason as to why they're not able to turn over a profit. And that's the thing that is going to even make the BAL look like the WNBA, because they're using WNBA tactics in the BAL, and it's failing. You can try to even bring like Americans to come and watch. I saw they tried that thing with Zaire Wade. It flopped because Zaire Wade is he's African American, but predominantly an American. Dwayne Wade is an American. So these does not appeal to Africans, because there are so many people who are coming from the US and they want to play in the BL. Africans do not want to watch BL played by an American playing there and taking on the slot for an African and catering to the American. That is what rubs people the wrong way. So, I mean, that's all I had to say about that one. So hopefully they're able to think about that, because those are the things that I've seen, and if these things continue, honestly, the BL won't be appealing to any African, because people will be like, I'm not going to watch because my country is not there. But the thing that even makes like the NBA so great is the fact that I love the Lakers, right? The Lakers are my team. I will still follow the players even if they want to make it. And the funny thing, why is it that there's so much merchandise on the NBA, but you can't even find merchandise on the BAL? So that's a head scratcher. So that's just my opinion. So if you do drop me your comments in the comment section what you think about this, and I'm out. Peace.